Before you say anything, I know my light sucks. We're just going to have to deal with it for this video. And we're going to be talking about the top 5 myths about cryptocurrency and the blockchain that you should not believe right after this. What's up, everybody? Bitcoin J back here. I want to talk about those 5 myths about the blockchain and cryptocurrencies that you should not believe. You got a lot of people talking a lot of nonsense out here, but then again, who knows? There's a lot of hope and faith in a lot of things in this world, but you know what? The blockchain is going to change the future. I believe that. There's a lot of people that do as well. And there's a lot of pretty bright people out there, hedge fund managers, billionaires, that they believe it as well. Like Tim Draper, you got to believe that this guy knows what he's talking about. Many others. But anyway, these are my top 5. All right. So it's not really in any order, but these are the 5 that I think are the most common misconceptions and myths that you should not believe. All right. The first being the blockchain equals Bitcoin. All right. Well, that's not true. All right. Since I'm going to just read because they hit the nail on the head. Since Bitcoin is far more popular than its root technology, blockchain, people get mixed up between the two. All right. Blockchain enables peer-to-peer transactions to be recorded on a distributed ledger. OK, throughout the network, which is very transparent, by the way. Keep that in mind. There's no anonymity in that. All right. So that's how you're able to track down every transaction. All right. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that can be exchanged directly between 2 people without passing through a third party like a bank. That's the whole point of Bitcoin. Since the crash of 2008 with the banking systems, Satoshi Nakamoto or whatever, they, or whatever it is, came up with this, they wanted to put the power back into people's hands. So that's important to remember. And I think you're going to see that on a larger scale here as, cryptocurrencies become more mainstream, especially since the, introduction, not the introduction, but the, I don't know really what you call it. I guess you call it introduction, a mass introduction of XRapid from XRP. So that's pretty big news. All right. Number 2 on my list. All right. Is the blockchain's only application is cryptocurrency. Not true again. All right. The blockchain and cryptocurrency go together like peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. All right. They are outstanding together, but they also work brilliantly. Excuse me. Sorry about that. They also work brilliantly on their own. There isn't just one use for blockchain. Every business and industry can use the underlying technology of the distributed ledger. Reason being is the distributed ledger is going to allow transparency for every transaction. So there's not going to be any reason to hide, or there's not that there would be a reason, but there's not going to be anyone who has a reason to hide anything because they have to be very transparent about every transaction, which is what everybody wants, right? You want transparency. So that's what the blockchain allows. All right. So it kind of brings me to my third point, which is number 3 on my list. They got number 4, but I got a number 3. So I'm mixing this up because a lot of these aren't the questions that I have been getting or I've been reading about that people have been asking. All right. But there's a lot of them out there. I just chose mine. So don't hate on me. If you don't like my 5, comment in the comment section. Leave me a thumbs down or whatever. Let's talk about it. Let's hash it out, player. Playets, whoever you are. All right, let's talk about it. Anyway, number 3, crypto transactions are anonymous. That's not true. Okay. All right. Now, many people are under the false assumption that all Bitcoin and crypto transactions are anonymous. Bitcoin is a public ledger that tracks how much was sent from one address to the next. Many government organizations have established relationships with major exchanges to complete the mapping of the address to the owner. Okay. My point is, That's why this is so good. You can't hide. The more mass adoption that there is with cryptocurrency, the more integration with fiat currencies and banks of the blockchain, you can track every single transaction if it's made through the blockchain. All right. That's why it's so integral and so important that it gets integrated into our regular lives. Okay. Now, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that are anonymous. They're called privacy coins, and we'll talk about that in a whole nother video. But the blockchain and cryptocurrencies as a whole, they are not private. They're not anonymous. All right. Keep that in mind. All right. And that brings me to my number 4. This is probably my favorite, to be honest with you. My number 4, and they've got their number 7, but it's my number 4. And that's crypto is best for criminals. All right. Let me just say this. Everybody knows Silk Roads. They know their, the founder, of Silk Roads. Here's the thing. I think this guy got busted for, I know everything got seized from the government by the federal Department of Justice for and they found 3.5 to 4 million Bitcoin. That's a lot. All right. Which later got auctioned off. I wish I was a part of that, but I wasn't prepared, nor was I even aware of cryptocurrencies at the time. But my point is, cryptocurrencies are not for criminals. Cryptocurrencies could be for anyone, but cryptocurrencies are not best for criminals. Let's read what they're talking about. All right. It's true that the decentralization and anonymity are particularly nice features for criminals, but they're also great features for law-abiding citizens who are in the economically or politically unstable environment. All right. If you are unable to trust local banks with your money due to corruption, or if your country has a possibility of destabilization, okay, it's arguably the best place to keep your money. Think about that. Governments, take your money all the time. There's certain governments that we won't name particularly that dominate your entire bank account. They dominate your income. They take as they will. So that is why a lot of people love cryptocurrencies. You actually take back control of your financial future. Not only that, but you also have the opportunity and the potential to create massive amounts of wealth and distribute it like never before. Banks don't have control at that point. And that's the whole point of cryptocurrency. So when you say it's for criminals, yes, criminals can use cryptocurrencies to do criminal activities. But the thing I always tell people is when I hear that, because I think that's hilarious, more crimes have been created with fiat currency than anything else, obviously, because that's all there was. So don't tell me that there's more crimes being committed with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. That's a lie. All right. Let's do your own research on that. You feel how you feel. Again, if you hate what I'm saying, you disagree, comment. Hit me up in the comment section. We can talk about it, players. All right. And this is certainly last but not least, number 5 on my list. ELs. Let's see if I went too far. All right. Yeah, here it is. I chose this number 5 because to me, I think this is funny. All right. Cryptocurrencies are volatile, so blockchain must not be reliable. All right. I'm going to ask a question, and I'm sure some of you can answer this, logically. If not, just research it. This isn't about how smart you are. This is about just reality of what attracts investors or people that want to make money. Okay. Why do people invest in the stock market? Because they have the opportunity to make money. There's no guarantee, just like in crypto, no guarantees. But what drives the amount of money that could potentially be made or the loss of money? It's the volatility. That's the whole point. The more volatile the market, the more opportunity you have to make massive amounts of money. So it's no different in the stock market. So what's the big fuss about it? I don't get that. All right. So let's read what they're talking about. A common misconception seems to come from those who associate the volatility of cryptocurrencies with the credibility of blockchain technology. Blockchain has many applications beyond cryptocurrencies and will likely be more of a game changer long term. I totally agree on that. All right. As with most early technologies, the initial use cases, interfaces, and content are overrated, but the underlying technologies are underrated because they're talking about the distributed ledgers and to be able to transact, send large amounts of money internationally and settle it in seconds for fractions of a penny. That's never been done. All right. So these are the things that cryptocurrencies bring to the table that people shouldn't be afraid of. So I just felt like I need to make this video. And I didn't answer a lot of questions. I know that. I get that. There's plenty of questions to answer, but these are some of the questions I've been asked, that I've read about, that other people have been asked, that tackle a lot of those same questions. I got to tell you, there's more to come as far as what I'm going to be putting out there for you. I'm going to continue to try to put out some good content. I hope this was good. You tell me if you want something different. If you feel like I'm not giving you enough information, I'm giving you half of it, comment. Let's talk about it. I'm improving just like everyone else out there in the YouTube verse. So keep that in mind. All right. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment sections. You like what you hear, hit me up in the comment section and leave a like. Remember, subscribe, bell notification, and leave me a like. All right. I'll see you on the next video.